Hey y'all, Arson Darksea here. How y'all doing? I'm fine. I'm going down a crazy rabbit hole right now, and it's not of my making or my choosing. I really do think that God is putting me down this rabbit hole because this is just freaky. God's got me working on this video slash documentary slash wild expose of Tim Burton, and it's really weird how it happened, okay? And there's a video that I've been wanting to make that I kinda sorta half made on my other channel that got deleted. That's also called Arson Darksea that you can't find because it's gone now. But about, the first time God talked to me and told me the future, which was March 20th, 2021, that morning. And that was also the day of my baptism because he told me I was going to get baptized and he told me the exact time I was going to get baptized, which actually was the exact time I did get baptized. And ever since then, ever since my day of baptism, God has made me psychic in a weird way, but I still I haven't been able to hone that power, that gift yet. It's kind of, I don't know, it's fickle and I'm trying to figure it out. What's weird is that I'll think of people that I haven't thought of or spoken to in months or years, and it's weird. It's like, why am I thinking of this person so much today? That's really strange. And then it's like later that day or the next day or the day after that, that person reaches out to me. And it's like, oh, that's weird. And so I started to kind of pay more attention to that and be like, okay, so I just thought of Susie Q. I'm probably going to hear from her later today. And then boom, Susie Q reaches out to me. I'm like, girl, I haven't talked to you in 6 months. What's going on? I knew you were going to, I can be like, I've been expecting you. And people will be like, what do you mean? It's like, well, I knew you were coming. Anyway. So what's really strange about this is, I promise you, I had no idea there was a new Beetlejuice movie coming out. I had no idea there was any Tim Burton movie or anything to do with Tim Burton coming out. And then God just he sent me on this weird rabbit hole, and he's just been talking to me about Tim Burton in the weirdest ways. And I don't know how to explain it without sounding crazy, and I know I probably already sound crazy, especially to the haters that like to listen to me, the people that can't stand me, that follow me around and stalk me because of my testimony. Hi! You're going to hell if you don't choose Jesus Christ. Anyway, I had no clue about Tim Burton. And then I made 2 videos on Tim Burton that have not been posted because I'm editing them as we speak. But I made like 20 or 30 minutes of Tim Burton related stuff. And I was just like, he's probably doing this, he's probably doing that, this is what's happening, y'all better recognize. And I noticed some things in some of his movies that people probably don't even know existed. And then I thought, okay, well that's it, maybe I'll edit this at some point. And that was, I think, a few weeks ago, maybe. And then later on I find out that there's a Beetlejuice movie coming out. I'm like, huh, that's weird. After I had the Holy Spirit speaking through me and I was just rambling on about Tim Burton for 30 minutes a few days or a few weeks ago, now I find out there's a Tim Burton movie. That's a weird coincidence. And then I get this motivation, this drive to edit that video when I have so many other videos that I am editing and that I could edit. Y'all know I'm working on that documentary with Lee Lewis. I haven't been able to talk to Lee Lewis in several days because his phone broke, so he's been having some issues, which has kind of stalled things, and it's not his fault, I don't blame him. But, I'm working on a lot of things at one time. And so of all things, I happen to feel like this Tim Burton thing is sticking out to me, I guess, in the spirit. Because every time I'm scrolling down my endless list of videos and pieces of videos and projects that are partially finished and completed and stuff I gotta post and stuff I haven't posted and blah blah blah, that Tim Burton thing kept sticking out to me. And I kept thinking, Tim Burton's hard drive, Tim Burton's hard drive. And then tonight, God sends me down this huge rabbit hole about Tim Burton. And he brings all these names to mind and puts names and faces on my screen of all the creeps connected to Tim Burton. And I'm like, whoa, Jesus, okay, I see how it's going. I see what you're doing here. And it's going to be nuts, okay? And I'm only going to be able to scratch the surface for multiple reasons. And I won't get into the reasons why, because I've already rambled on long enough. But for multiple reasons, I can only scratch the surface of this. But already, it's going to be pretty deep. Because not only are we reading Tim Burton's mail, but we're going to be reading all the creeps connected to Tim Burton. And like I'm going to be saying in this video/documentary, birds of a feather flock together. And who is Tim Burton rubbing shoulders with? What is on Tim Burton's computer at home? What is Tim Burton doing underground and behind curtains? Wouldn't you like to know? Let's get it on! Let's get it on! I'm so excited. All right, love you. Bye. Oh man. Oh man, I think I dug too deep. I cracked it wide open. It's 4:10 in the morning. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, I thought I was going to throw up for a second. I was feeling sick. I cracked it wide open. Oh man. This is the fourth time. This is going to be the fourth time I'm going to make a documentary. 2 of them have been completed, and 2 of them are in the works. But it's going to be 4 total that I'm going to work so hard on, and it's going to get deleted before anyone sees it. I already had 2 documentaries taken down by NaziTube, or at least part 1 of the second documentary I made. And the first documentary that was taken down was about animals that weren't real animals, and stuff about demons and stuff. Is some solid demon proof, a lot of really spooky clips and stuff. And I'm still pretty bitter till this day that it got taken down. So I dug really deep. I don't even know how far, I don't know what I can say. I don't know how much I can even put in the documentary. Dude. And since Lee Lewis, I don't know when I'm going to hear from him again. If anyone trustworthy out there who's got some extra storage space and could stitch these parts together, because I'm going to have to make this into multiple parts, because I don't know if I'm going to have the room to do this. Oh, man. But if I do have the room, if I can manage to figure something out, I think I'm going to have to make a very in-depth version for locals, and then make a more watered-down version for NaziTube. Because I don't think that this is even going to make it on NaziTube. I don't know if this is even going to make it to premiere, or even last a couple weeks. I don't know if it'll get the channel taken down. I don't know, man. But this is getting crazy. Ooh! The devil had me doubting it. I made a video a little while ago, and I was like, well, I don't know if I should say that God is revealing all this to me. What if I'm wrong? What if it's just all in my head? But no, man. I really do think God is revealing some big stuff to me. This is nuts. And I love that about God. Like, he doesn't let anything go to waste. If you used to be a witch, or you used to be whatever, he can use that knowledge for his glory in amazing ways if you just let him, And I used to be into certain things back in the day that I guess I'll have to discuss in the documentary. It's not what you think, I was a fan of certain celebrities, and I thought they were innocent. And when I came across certain things in the newspaper, when they were mentioning secret pizza, I was like, oh no, they're not in on that, no way. But you know what, man? Now God is bringing all of that information to the surface. It's weird. It's like, I used to be really big fans of these people, and thought they were innocent. I learned so much about them, still thought they were innocent. Then I found Jesus Christ. Then I felt guilty for all of that stuff, so I tried to suppress those memories. I tried to have nothing to do with those people. I really hated everything that they were about, and I wish that, they find Jesus Christ. I don't hate them as people, but I hate what they stand for. I hate that they work for Satan and everything. And, I don't listen to their music anymore, watch their stuff, or have anything to do with them. And then years go by, and God is like, hey, all that stuff you learned when you were into all of that, and you were fans of these people? Well, guess what? Now you can use that information to expose them and expose the devil. And I'm just like, yeah! Let's do it! I'm so pumped.